Right, guys, we are here at the Monday Night Golf Show. It's December. Myself and Peter Finch. We're going to do a roundup of all of the weekend's golfing news, anything else that's golf related, swing analysis, and then we're going to answer your questions. We've got some great questions later on today.
Yes, indeed, and lots and lots and lots and lots of questions as well, which we really, really appreciate. Lots of likes for the new format of posting a question on the opposing pros social media,
yes,
getting people to like it, and then we answer the most liked, and they are going down a storm. We've got some great ones coming up, so stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for a very interesting swing analysis of
Mr. Jordan Spieth.
Seamlessly, I'll tell you what,
This is good. This is good. So Jordan was the incredible winner at the Australian Open. Jordan went out in a phenomenal 63 final round to win by 6, and that score just wasn't on the cards according to Rory.
No, well, yeah, Rory. Follow Rory on Twitter. He sent a tweet out just saying that if you gave him 100 rounds, he wouldn't have been able to shoot that score, which I think is really nice. I mean,
very respectful.
Very respectful. But now, I think deserved.
Of course. Now, if Rory wore Under Armour, he might have actually achieved it.
Do you think so? Do you think that's what it was?
So me and
when the conditions get tough,
Under Armour pulls through. So yeah, the conditions weren't great out in Australia, and considering Jordan went out and just blitzed it, 21-year-old American. It's great to see the Americans out there playing as well, and he will feature in our swing analysis. Like Pete said, it's a very interesting one today because he is not conventional.
No, he's got a lot of. Well, stay tuned in a minute, but you say kind of almost every single little part of his swing. You could say, well, hang on, that's not quite the technical model. So
yes, he's not textbook.
Yeah, and which is great. I think it's good. You need more kind of not carbon copy golfers. We need interesting golfers.
Yeah,
it certainly is. So yeah, stay tuned.
Well, the only one really that was even in contention was Adam Scott, and obviously a homegrown favourite. He's the only one out there that's I suppose McIlroy to a certain extent, but these classes being textbook. But it's great to see Jordan getting out there and just blitzing up. So
yeah, smashing it.
That's going to be great. That's going to be really interesting to see. Not an awful lot of golf happening elsewhere apart from that. Really, that was the big event.
Yeah, I think that was the big event. Obviously, you got events going on all the time, but yeah, that was the main one. That's the biggest field, obviously. So.
Absolutely. And then moving on quite nicely to the former world number one, and still seen as one of the greatest golfers to ever walk the planet, Mr. Tiger Woods.
Or wheel around the planet at the moment, or lay in bed around the planet at the moment.
Yeah, because he's not doing great.
He's not doing much at the moment.
So he tweeted a couple of weeks ago now, or maybe about a week ago now, about her new swing
consultant.
Can't say coach.
Consultant. Chris Como Consultancy.
Rick Shiels Consultancy and Pete. That's how we're going to go now. Pete Finch Consultancy. We're consultants now.
Swing consultants.
Yes, I think we can charge an awful lot more if we do.
Yep, consultants in the art of swing.
Yes, I love it.
There we go. Tagline.
So if you don't know much about Chris, American coach, he's relatively young.
Your mate Chris.
Cool.
You got a very personable style at the moment, which I really, really like.
Yeah, me and Jordan.
Jordan won down in Australia. And have you heard about Chris, who's currently Tiger's new coach?
So he's one of Golf Digest's hot picks. He's a coach under 40, so he's only 36.
Yeah, and it's good. I like to see a young, up and coming coach.
Yeah.
I mean He's very much based on the more kind of biomechanical and the structure of the body side. So I think that's
great for Mr. Woods.
Well, I think that's probably why Tiger's kind of gone to him. He's kind of identified the fact that his body isn't quite operational for 80% of the year at the moment. So he's gone to someone who could hopefully make sure his swing kind of can not harm him, basically, and he can kind of get back to playing, because
let's hope so.
He's missed. We
want to see him back.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Chris is very well regarded amongst his fellow professionals. We're on forums on Facebook, and when his name has been mentioned, there's nothing but praise for Chris. Very forward thinking, modern thoughts and theories. But like I say, it's going to be interesting to see what he does biomechanically with Mr. Woods.
Yeah, it'd be good. It is interesting how he has said a consultant. So I don't know.
Consulting and working with me on my swing. Working with me.
Yeah, I
noticed that.
And consulting, I think that's maybe gives a bit of a clue to how Tiger sees that relationship kind of developing.
Yeah. It's Tiger's swing, and if he wants a little bit of help, he'll ask for it. But no one's going to give him help that's going to change his mind. I reckon Tiger knows what he wants to do.
Yeah,
well, that's correct. I don't know.
I think he's been playing long enough. He must know a lot about the swing by now.
He's had enough lessons, surely.
You would have thought so. You'd hope so.
You'd think he'd had enough lessons, and certainly he loves his TrackMan data. He loves stuff like that. So I'm sure he's pumping out the numbers on there and see how it all goes. Talking about swing analysis and consultancy, we had our swing analysed.
Yes, when we were over in Turkey, if you've not seen Turkey videos, go check them out. Some really good stuff there. Me and my golf analysed mine and Rick's swing, and those videos have been posted. And yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting because we kind of spend most of our time obviously kind of filming or kind of coaching down here, and don't actually get the chance to say, "Hang on, what do I need to do in my kind of swing?"
I don't think I've ever hit golf balls, not even this year, intentionally practicing anything. I hit golf balls to loosen up, that is it.
Yeah, golf ball to demonstrate stuff. And,
so that was quite interesting to see what the guys had to say. So go and check out the channel there. I mean, they were pretty harsh on me. I thought they were very strict. Obviously, Golden Boy over here didn't get much of a bloody saying. They were very complimentary of Pete's swing.
Golden Boy, I like that. Golden Boy Swing Consultancy.
Is that what you're going to go with?
Sorted.
Golden balls. So
it's even better. Oh my God. Golden Boys Balls Swing Consultancy. Oh, fantastic. It's been a very productive morning so far.
New business idea. Quick, get it copyrighted before they watch it.
Get it written down, hasn't it?
So yeah, that was really interesting. So me and Pete are actually going to do a video on the back end of that to see what the improvements have been. Because as soon as I watched the video, I jumped on my mat, started hitting some shots, working on the things that me and my golf Andy and peers were telling us, and I saw some nice improvements pretty quickly. Whether then I can actually keep implementing that in a busy schedule where teaching, filming, and not much playing is involved, we'll see.
Yeah, just cancel some lessons.
You know what? No, probably not. Probably not. I don't care that much about my swing path.
Yes, you do.
So obviously, go and check those out. Right, we're going to jump now on to Mr. Jordan Speith's swing analysis. Stay tuned for that, and then we're going to answer your questions on Facebook. And like Pete said before, the platform works really well.
Yeah, it's going very, very well. Sometimes.
Right, guys, so Jordan Spieth swing analysis. Pete's going to demonstrate it incredibly here. This is going to be quite an unusual for you. Yeah, nothing like that. But so Jordan's, I don't think we could ever replicate Jordan Spieth's swing. So we had a look through it, and it's got some incredibly different characteristics.
It's very individual. Very individual.
Now, interestingly, Jordan says his driving is one of the strongest parts of his game.
Yes.
But statistically, that doesn't measure up.
No, what is he? 150th in total?
150th in total driving. So that's accuracy and distance. He's 90th distance, so it's not great on tour. And driving accuracy is all over the show.
Yeah, but he
says it's the strength.
Which, maybe it's a mental thing. If you think something's a strength, then you're more confident doing it. But there's so many kind of strange little things about his game that we'll just give him. He's just shot a 63 when no one else could do it. So he's got to be doing something right, hasn't he?
Not hitting fairways. It gives me a lot of hope anyway. Hitting fairways is not the be-all and end-all. Right, so we see in Jordan's swing a couple of key characteristics. First off, setup seems solid. Nothing really wrong with it. It doesn't look massively athletic. Pete, that's too athletic. Look a bit. There you go. It looks a little bit kind of relaxed and slouched.
Anyone said that to me?
Yeah,
that's too athletic.
That's too good. Takeaway, he gets it a little bit short, which a lot of good players do.
His grip. You wouldn't say his grip's massively on the strong side.
No, he just kind of shuts the face here. So from this point now, Jordan's face is pointing down to the floor. But as he gets to the very top of his swing, he manages to rewire it by bending this arm massively. If you turn. Let's do that again, just facing the camera there, Pete. So almost the other way, sorry. Sure. And then once he gets to the top, he kind of does this movement, which is unreal. This way, that way, this way. So lots of different movements to get that club face somewhere near square.
It does seem to be a case that it goes a little bit shut, and then he starts manipulating the arm and the wrist position around to actually get it back into
perfect way of saying it.
Back into a neutral position, which. I mean, that's what I tried to do on that kind of practice swing, and it just felt all over the place. But
now, the problem with that, if you're trying to manipulate the club face during the golf swing, how accurate can that be? You know, that can't be massively accurate. Because if you're trying to change the face from square to shut to square, What's going to happen after that? Now, from that position, Jordan then gets a little bit left-sided. So he starts to shift his body weight to the left. And then, how can we explain his footwork, Pete?
He's a good dancer.
He's an excellent dancer.
Very good dancer.
So from this point now, because he's moved so much weight to the left, he spins his hips. Looks like he's a bit trapped. But then left foot spins, spin. There we go. He gets there.
And then his wrist kind of lift up into a position.
You know what, though? This is what we love about coaching. This is what we love about golf. Because at impact, he will be hitting it level. He will be hitting it slightly from the inside. And his club face will be pretty much square. Which is unbelievable, considering he has that many little characteristics in his swing. I always think a golf swing has got characteristics in it. Many characteristics. Some good, some complement each other characteristics, and some just don't. And what can happen a lot of the time is a lot of good golfers can have characteristics that are not exactly textbook, but they complement other characteristics in the swing. There's like two characteristics, two wrongs almost making a right. And that's a little bit of...
Here we go.
I've got enough wrongs and rights in my swing to start messing with this. So, like I say, he's very short, which is not very alien to me.
Mm-hmm.
Gets bent left arm.
Yeah.
A bent left arm, and that's not...
I mean, that's something... I mean, players, see quite a lot of players with a bent left arm when they come in for kind of lessons. It's not something that I particularly like to see, just simply because the left arm at impact is normally kind of extended, so it's a lot easier to keep it extended at the top of the swing. But it's a player. But yeah, it's just such a strange kind of sequence of movements. But he seems to be delivering the club in the same.
That is the big thing. That's the biggest message from this little bit of section from this video. It's not the fact that we're not ripping into Jordan's swing. We're saying to it, it's got some unusual bits of characteristics in it, but it works. It really works.
I mean, that's the key. I mean, I think what you said maybe about kind of launch monitors and stuff like that might, we don't know kind of obviously if this is true, but his kind of coaching, what he's kind of gone through in the hands of a very, very technical coach, you'd imagine trying to iron quite a lot of those kind of movements out. So
I think from a coach who sees picture perfect positions, I think they would iron it out.
Yeah.
I think if he came to me, I wouldn't even show him on video.
No. Well,
I wouldn't show him one bit of video for such of his swing.
I think with someone like that,
George, ring me.
With someone like that, you'd focus on the ball flight, and you'd say, well, these combination of movements, they're coming together to produce that shot.
I'd probably let him know. Listen, some of these movements could potentially jeopardise what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, as long as that launch monitor is just telling us that the contact is consistent, we would work on his driving accuracy and we'd work on his driver distance. We could probably get him more distance, couldn't we?
Yeah, you would have thought
we could get Jordan more distance. George, UA,
get in the stable.
We have like an online community, all us Under Armour guys, and we just chat among us, so that you know.
Wow, that's nice.
It's almost like, if you ever see like a big light in the sky that has UA on it, it's kind of our call. So we all have to meet up in a secret Under Armour HQ.
I need to.
I think I need to do it now. Under Armour, go! So guys, Jordan Spieth. He does it in an unusual way, but it works.
Yeah, absolutely. So I wouldn't recommend kind of these positions for most players, but
it's just showing that, guys, you don't need a straight arm.
No, you don't need picture perfect positions. It's just what matters to the ball.
What matters to the ball? Do you answer some questions?
You know what? Why the hell not?
I don't know any reason. We're not doing anything else.
Absolutely not.
Not doing anything else this morning. Right, guys. So that was Jay.
JJ. UA.
JJ
for the RS.
So I'm looking forward to when I start, obviously, doing a little bit of work with Jordan on his swing, seeing it start part of the same stable. Right, questions. We're going to file to Facebook. They're all answered on Pete's Facebook. Guys, don't forget to check us both out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Instagram's getting big. I like Instagram.
I like Instagram. Instagram's cool.
Right, we're going to fly through some questions on here. So these are the ones that have been most liked. We're going to start off with Andy Swift. What do you think has been the biggest advantage in technology in the last 10 years? Hashtag Monday Night Golf Show.
Pretty quick. Ball.
Ball. Yeah. I would say ball, and I would say launch monitors.
Oh yeah, I'm only thinking equipment-wise. Yeah. As far as advancement in technology,
just in technology, isn't it?
Yeah. Launch monitors, but definitely the ball has made the biggest.
Golf ball made the biggest difference, and also I would say the teaching side of things. I love this one, Gareth Graham, and thank you, Gareth, for sharing it among your friends. This has helped you get your question liked most.
I like that. I love
and
that.
I love the question. How about playing a match against me and another PGA pro in either Royal Portrush or Royal County Down over in Northern Ireland? Hashtag major capital of the year. Yes.
Yeah. I'll go pack.
So
I'll go pack now.
If you need our passport numbers, we'll take that. Just let us. I don't even know. Need a passport to get to Northern Ireland. I don't think you even do.
You know what? We're a plane.
Yeah, you sort the transport, and we're there.
Yeah, I mean,
we are keen on coming, definitely.
Yeah, we've been speaking about this kind of over the last kind of few weeks or so about getting it, because so many kind of people from Ireland are just saying come over, and it's something that we definitely want to do. So
we will do.
Yeah.
We will do it next year. That's a promise.
Next year we are coming over to Ireland, so prepare yourself.
Prepare.
Don't know what for, but
get plenty of Guinness in. Sean Cartwright, do you think anyone has the potential to be a single-figure player or better?
Do you want to take this one first?
Do you think anybody has the potential? This might shatter some dreams. Maybe not. Maybe not everybody. I think you have to be. And I was thinking about this. You know what separates the tall guys from us? They are just awesome. They are just supernaturally talented sports people.
Yeah.
What makes good golfers? That sometimes they're just naturally good sports people. Then obviously technique. It'd be interesting to take two players, one from a sporting background and one from a non-sporting background, and see if you can get them to single figures.
It is an interesting one, because to get to a single figure handicap, it's not just talent that you need. You need time. You know, I coach a lot of players
great point.
A lot of players who strike the ball very, very well, but they only play once a week. And if you're only playing kind of once a week, that does limit the kind of depth of improvement that you're going to be able to make, because you can't actively put the time in. Now, also coach people who come for a first few lessons and they just can't hit the ball. They're not naturally talented in striking a shot, but with time, with patience, with coaching, you can be a good golfer. It's not really. It's very much an individual thing. But I think some people probably just won't be able to get there for those kind of factors.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But if you're willing to put your time in, why not?
If you can strike the ball, you've got a chance. Yeah. You've got to strike the ball and you've got time. Mark Robinson, any course in the UK that you haven't played yet but would really want to play?
St Andrews, which hopefully again next year.
Glen Eagles.
So, where else have we not gone? St Andrews, Glen Eagles.
I've never played Birkdale.
Never played Birkdale? Birkdale's nice. Played Birkdale. Could do that next year as well. I never played Royal Lytham.
I've played Royal Lytham, so we can
I could do it.
Share our knowledge.
Do a swap.
Yeah, don't know how. St Andrews is definitely the one for me.
Yeah.
Old course, never played it. Love to play it.
Yeah, I think we should probably do a week. We're not going to have so much time at work next year, are we? So go down to Ireland. I think we're probably going to spend a week.
We'll do some time in Scotland.
Yeah, there's a project, isn't there, that we're planning next year in Scotland. We won't tell you too much about it, just in case it doesn't come off, but it should be quite exciting.
Ooh, teaser. Stephen, quick one. Stephen Joseph. It's not particularly a quick one, but I'll read it out quickly. Hi guys, with most of the top golfers in the world being super strong and fit these days.
Thank you.
Thanks to Tiger setting the trend. They're thanking Tiger.
All right, okay.
Are you as shocked as I am to still see players on tour who are clearly unfit and overweight? Surely, at that higher level, you need every edge you can get to compete, and by not being in shape, could it be said that you're not taking it as seriously as McIlroy, Woods, Stenson, Rose, etc.? Thanks.
That's an interesting one, right?
It is a very interesting one. I can see where you're coming from. I can see where you're coming from, because you look at the top of the leaderboard now, and majority of the top guys who are there consistently every week, are your fitter guys. So the guys who potentially might not fatigue as much on a busy, long schedule. You look at the last few tournaments, and a lot of the fitter guys have won. You know, you've got your Stensons, you've got your McIlroy playing amazing, you've got your Jordan Spieth, you've got guys like that. I don't think it's a massive, huge factor in the way that they perform sometimes, but I reckon it would enhance the bigger guys, unfitter guys, I don't know what you would class it as. I think it would enhance their performance if they did invest a bit of time to get fitter and stronger.
Yeah, I think it's about kind of who they are as a person as well, because, you know, people like McIlroy, people like Woods, they're very much kind of bent on being the best they can possibly be and are willing to put a kind of 100% of their time and their type of energy in there. And there's some players that just aren't like that. There's some players who are just naturally gifted, who just want to turn up, whack the ball around, might practice very hard.
Yeah.
You know, they might spend hours and hours down the range, but they don't really want to commit that time into the gym to get bulked up. I think the biggest difference is the guys who are the fittest and who are the best players, you'd say, at the moment. Most of the best players are of a certain body type. You know, they work on it, they do get fitter, they take nutrition very seriously. They're flying and they're working all over the world. So McIlroy is in Australia at the moment.
He's going over to, I think, US next.
He could be all over the place, but the fact is, if you get off that big flight and you're kind of pretty much coming off the plane, jet-lagged, and you're coming straight onto a course, if you're a fit guy, you're going to be able to cope with that a lot better. I used to be friends with a really fit rower who kind of rode for England, and he was just... He could have a couple of hours sleep, but he'd get up, he'd go for a run. He'd just be fit, he'd be active, he'd be able to cope.
You're more awake when you're like that, aren't you?
Absolutely. I mean, something that definitely I find beneficial. If times when I've been at my fittest, I've been very, very high on energy. Not so much at the moment, though.
I need to get back into it, big style. I am going to come back into it next year. I'm going to bulk up. Right?
Is that the get a bit CT'd?
I was going to even say it then. I'm going to bulk up. Right, I'm going to Hulk mode it. I'm scared of you now. You're knocking it past me. I don't like it. Right.
Hulk mode on.
Craig, switch over to Twitter very briefly. We're going to answer a few ones on here. Craig Sheehan. Why don't you do putter reviews on your channels? You have a bit. I have a bit. We've just not done loads.
No.
It's hard. I'll tell you what. Here's a question for you. What would you like to see in a putter review?
Yeah.
I'd love to know what you would want to see in a putter review. Comment down below, because I actually don't know. It goes in that.
It's a bit of a tricky one, because I did the kind of new Scotty Cameron range when it came out, and it was a bit biased, I suppose, but I thought the review was pretty good. But all I was doing was I was just describing what the putter was. You know, it's very hard to review a club now without kind of using the numbers. I mean, you see your kind of reviews now; they're so in depth that people can get all the numbers and all the information that they want. With putting, it's such a personal kind of preference.
Yeah, because maybe a putter. I mean, it's unless you put it on a robot. Unless you put a putter on a robot and see, I'm sure if you put it on a robot and line the face up, the ball would go in the hole. I can't imagine it missing for any reason.
No, not really.
It would have to be on feel. It'd have to be on looks. Mm-hmm. So yeah, let us know. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, if you want more putter reviews, I think we
could do. Absolutely. DMP 327.
One of my internet lessons. Hope that swing analysis is working for you, David.
We know, David. We know you follow the US PGA Tour offs, but do you two follow any of the other US sports? I
was getting into American football for a while. Go Seahawks. But
is that gonna cause some?
Yeah, it's gonna cause some.
Is it?
Some controversy? Basically, me and my friend who was really into American football, we were playing Madden on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And we just went through random teams, and he said, "Whoever you land on, that's going to be your team." And he landed on Seahawks. So
are they all right?
Yeah, pretty.
Who
good.
are they like in comparison to a football club? Soccer club.
Oh God, that's a tricky one. Top 4.
All right.
Top 4 team.
It's United.
Yeah, but the leagues don't quite work like that over there.
Okay. Districts and regions.
It's a bit mashed up, the system.
Oh. Ouch. Pete's just going straight into attacking the system.
No, not as in mashed up in a bad way. Some mashups are good, like potato.
Yeah, true. Or potato.
Potato.
I don't actually. No, I don't.
Do you not follow it?
No.
I think that's probably the only one I got into. I mean, I quite like watching basketball, but I don't really.
I like watching basketball and I like watching ice hockey, but I couldn't tell you a team. Are Mighty Ducks still going on? They still a team?
Film,
I love that. That's my favourite film of all time.
That was a film, right?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know anything about ice hockey.
Coach Bombay.
I don't like ice hockey.
And Gordon Banks.
I don't like ice, to be honest. So.
Oh.
Why anyone?
I couldn't imagine you being very good as an ice
Why
skater.
anyone would want to take control away from the feet in that way? I just don't understand it. It's unnatural. It's unhealthy.
What we'll have to do one day is do some putting on ice. On ice skates.
I'll film.
On ice skates.
On ice skates. We'll take your camera.
Apart from the Mighty Ducks, I don't really follow them. Last question of the day from David Simmons. What can we look forward to seeing in 2015 from Mr. PF Golf Pro and Mr. Rick Shiels PGA? Hashtag Monday Night Golf Show. Hashtag milk.
Do you want to do individuals and then a
roundup of what we're going to do together?
Yeah.
Okay. What can we look forward to seeing in 2015? An awful lot more of us. So if you've been enjoying the if you've been enjoying the stuff on YouTube, guys, we're going to be upping how much we do on YouTube. We're going to be making it better. We're going to make it more engaging. We're going to be covering everything that you want us to cover. From a personal standpoint, I'm going to make sure that the video content is regular. It's going to be coming out pretty much every day. Video, making sure we review golf clubs, getting other people to test golf clubs. So I've got some amateurs lined up testing golf clubs, which is going to be very exciting. Mm-hmm. We've got some exciting course vlogs to do, which is obviously a team effort. And also I might be potentially looking for some of your advice, guys, for about a bit of a name change for my channel. So I might look at moving away from me. And I might need a little bit of your advice, guys. So I'd love to hear what you think, maybe on some potential new names. I'll probably do a separate video on this, but if you can get some names in early, that'd be great. And pretty much just keep continuing giving you guys what you want to see. That's the big thing for me.
Yeah. Pretty much kind of similar, really. I'm going to try and keep my video uploads a lot more kind of regular. Looking at, again, just every day doing similar to what we're doing now, kind of coaching videos, kind of the vlogs when we go around, different places, just kind of up that. But probably what I'm looking for and kind of what Rick's looking for as well next year, and what we're going to be doing together quite a lot, is real different styles of videos which are a little bit more kind of well planned, well produced, and a little bit more wow kind of factor going on. There's some really, really exciting.
You've got some, yeah.
There's some really, really kind of exciting projects that we're just kind of working on, and we don't want to say anything just in case they don't come off.
And you've got to subscribe. That's the big one.
Yeah,
guys. Honestly, I swear, if you're watching right now and you've not subscribed, please do. It massively, massively helps us give you guys the best content, because it helps us get to places where we wouldn't normally be able to get to.
Yeah,
so if you've not subscribed, and some of you might be, the factors are, if you need a Google account, you need to be over 16. If you've got those two, go and subscribe. If you've not got a Google account, set one up, subscribe. Yeah. Subscribe to both, and it will make a huge difference to both our channels to give you guys the best content.
But it's free, it's a free subscription, not kind of charge for it. But what it allows us to do, if we kind of go to a like a course or whatever it might be, a tournament, we say,
it opens more doors.
Yeah, listen, we've got this many thousand subscribers, want to do videos with you and show them what you can, showcase their kind of events or courses. They might turn around and go, well, actually, you've got that many subscribers. We want your subscribers to see it. So it just allows us to...
You are our entourage.
Yeah.
We can walk up with 50,000 people behind us, and it helps us open, barge down many doors. Guys, thank you as always for watching. We do appreciate it. Next week we'll be on Pierre's channel. Are you here?
Yes, I think so.
We'll have to do a Christmas special.
Oh, Christmas! Got the
soon,
hats.
Not yet.
Got the hats.
Guys, obviously, if you're not subscribed, do check us both out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And we shall see you next week.
Indeed. Let's go work on our swing here.